Hi everyone, it's Lisa with InkandInspirations.com. Thanks for joining me today. In this video, we're going to be making a Christmas card with Rustic Retreat and For Unto Us with the Wonders of the Season specialty paper from Stampin' Up! Mini Catalog. It's got some great little ads that I decided to incorporate into the card. And let's start putting it together. So I'm going to use this Yule Lodge ad, and it's in red foil. And I've decided to pair it with a log cabin to simulate a rustic retreat. Now I'm just spudging around the edges with Memento Black ink and a sponge dauber. And we're going to take a basic black card base. Now I cut this 4 by 11 and scored it at 5.5. Here's a piece of the script of that same designer series paper. You see that red foil on the back, and I'm using some liquid glue to apply that to cover the entire front of the card. So now I'm going to sponge around the edges of that to give it the same look, kind of an old world vintagey look with that sponging. Now I have some of this real red sheer ribbon. This is also in the mini catalog from Stampin' Up. Cut it about 18 inches or so to give you enough room to tie a bow. It's a real easy ribbon to tie, and I want it over here toward the left-hand side so that it's not hidden by the panel that I'm going to put on top of the card. So I'm just kind of fidgeting with that to get it the right size, and then I'm going to trim it a bit and get it going. So I can move that ribbon over a little bit more if I need to later. Decided to make it a little bit smaller, so I did some more trimming. Now I have a piece of the red foil from the red and green foil sheets pack, and that's cut at 3 by 5.5. And I'm bringing in my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, and I have the Evergreen Forest 3D embossing folder that I'm going to slip inside. And I'm going to use that with the Stampin' Cut Emboss machine and put the embossing plate number 4 on top of that. So I'm rolling that through, and it's going to give a nice image embedded into that foil. Isn't that so pretty? I just love it. Okay, so now we're going to take the log cabin from the Rustic Retreat set and stamp it in Versamark ink over top of the foil where the embossed images are not. Then I'm taking some Stampin' White emboss powder and going to sprinkle that over the Versamark image of the log cabin. And then I'm going to take my heat tool and heat it up and set it. I thought that that white Stampin' Emboss powder would look really good, accent, and bring in the white from the designer paper in the background. So I'm just heating front and back a little bit to keep it from curling too much, and then I'll straighten it out a little bit to put on the front of my card. So now I'm going to center that, and you see I need to move that ribbon over just a tad so that I can put it in the center, and I'm using some black dimensionals, Stampin' Dimensionals. These come in a pack of a combo pack with these regular size dimensionals as well as the mini dimensionals in black. And so you can see I've used quite a few to stabilize that panel over top of the card base, front of the card base, as well as that ribbon that's beneath it. So I'm centering that up, and the ribbon just looks just great there. Now I've got the Yule Lodge advertisement, or the little ad, using some liquid glue and going to just angle that. I thought that would make a fun idea for a Christmas card. So now I'm taking a piece of Whisper White, 4 by 5.25, some real red ink, and Merry Christmas from the front For Unto Us stamp set, and stamp that on there, and then using some of the red gems from the Wonderful Gems collection from the mini catalog. And I thought that finished it off nicely. And then this card is going to be ready to send. Let me just adhere that in, and we can call it done. All we need is an envelope that we can use, our envelopes that you can get in the catalog, and that it makes a great Christmas card. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.